Thank you so much, Bobby. Here now with the head coach of the Delaware Blue Hens, Dave Brock. Coach, how you been?
Doing great, Scott. How are you?
I'm doing well. I didn't have to study as much for this one.
I feel like we should have some hot wings.
That's right. We'll save it for the coaches show in a couple of weeks, that's for sure. But, as we do these media days and you talk to coaches, some coaches at this point of the year like to downplay how their team is going to look. You've been pretty open about the positivity and the potential that your team has. What makes you feel like this could be the team that gets Delaware back into the playoffs?
Well, I look at it as honest, not open, but we just feel great about the team we have. I love the kids. I love what they've done, how hard they've worked. I think we have the ingredients of a really successful team. We're going to play great defense with the guys we have coming back and the pieces that we've added or the redshirt guys that are coming back. We feel great about what we'll be able to do defensively. We've never had this collection of big, fast, strong athletes to run down and play on special teams, which is a huge emphasis for us. We have a commitment and a belief that we'll be able to run the football and really go from good to great running the ball. We were 17th in the country last year. And then I think we've had an opportunity to address the deficiencies in the passing game at quarterback, at receiver. Had a great spring. We've had a really, really good summer program. I'm really excited about being hands-on, coaching the quarterbacks and being involved with the offensive staff. So our confidence really comes from a belief that we're going to be a playoff team and we don't want to shy away from that expectation.
Let's start with the defense where you were so solid a season ago, especially in the rush defense, which is a pillar of success for this Delaware team. What can we expect? More of the same in 2016?
I think so. I think we're going to have an awful lot of guys who can play. We have 18 guys back that played 200-plus snaps. A lot of experience. Our entire back seven returns, plus we add Malcolm Brown, plus we add Troy Reeder, a transfer from Penn State and a former Delaware State High School Player of the Year. Our defensive front, I think, will be really, really good. We add 4 redshirt players on the defensive front that we think are going to be really, really good players and help us. We feel really good about where we are defensively. And again, the motto there is go from good to great. We thought we were good last year, had some opportunities in some games where, if we get a stop, we win the game. Villanova and JMU or the conference games certainly that come to mind. I think we played 7 games where we gave up 1 offensive touchdown or less. And if you can do that and play great defense, you'll have a chance to win every game. And that's really one of the things that we're aiming to do.
We've talked over the years about stop the run, run the football. And you have 4 running backs that I think any of the coaches here today would love to have on their team. Talk to me about the advantages of having such depth.
Well, certainly, I think you'll remember a year ago, we really tried to explain that our depth at running back and the way we look at running back is really what we aspire to be everywhere on our team. We'd like to look at linebacker like we do at running back, and now we do. We'd like to look in the secondary, and now we do. So, I think we have 4 really talented players. Depth and quality depth that can go out and perform is really what you need to be a great team in the CAA. So, what Thomas Jefferson did last year to be the newcomer of the year was fantastic. Kareem Williams, who was going to redshirt and kind of came off the bench for us and rushed for 800 yards and really I can't say enough about what he did. And then to have Wes Hills and Jalen Randolph back, again, we feel great about those guys. Feel great about where we are in our ability to run the ball and use them now as pass receivers. And, they're going to help us win offensively, and they're great people.
Now, we're sitting here in M&T Bank Stadium where the Ravens play and former Super Bowl MVP plays, Joe Flacco. That's what people think about when they think about quarterbacks at University of Delaware. Not last season statistically was a down year throwing the football. You took over as quarterbacks coach. Where can we see improvement in the passing game this year?
Well, I think we'll throw it more, and I think the guys have done a great job. I think one of the things that people I think lose sight of a lot of times is so many of these guys have great years and they're remembered based on their 4th or their 5th year. And I think Joe's last year he played for the national championship at Delaware. I think he was a 5th-year senior. I think you're a lot better player at that point than you are as a freshman. The guys, Blake Rankin and Pat Keogh and Joe, they've done a great job in the spring. They did a great job this offseason in the summer. I'm really looking for a huge improvement. And then we're going to surround them with healthy players. All our receivers are healthy. The running backs are back. We're going to have a lot more weapons and a lot more ways to utilize those weapons starting when we hit the ground running on August 5th.
All right, Coach. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, Scott.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.